Welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be doing a video about AMC. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. Today we're going to be doing a video about AMC, where I think AMC stock is going to be headed next week. My overall price prediction. Do I think we'll actually get a short squeeze next week? I just want everybody to know that everything I say in my videos is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion and for educational purposes only. So with that being said, let's talk about AMC, what's been going on with the stock, and where I personally think AMC is going to be headed for the week. So currently we see in the last trading session, AMC down about 15%. This is completely normal. I know I think pullbacks are definitely super healthy. It was definitely a big week for AMC stock. Going to the 1 week chart, it was up 37.20% for the week, but obviously at the high we see it was up 111%, hitting a high of about $67, which is pretty good. And a lot of people, definitely have a lot of questions. One, why hasn't AMC stock squeezed yet? Why have we not seen a squeeze from AMC stock? Is it still going to squeeze? Where is AMC stock headed from here? For me, come Monday, I do think that we're going to see a lot more green for AMC stock. I don't think we're done here just yet as far as the sell-off goes and anything like that. I think we're still going to rally. I still think we're going to see a pretty good week for AMC stock. I could see it revisiting the $65, $70 mark once again, probably on Monday or Tuesday. Is just kind of my personal opinion. It just also kind of depends, obviously, what sent AMC in the downward spiral in the first place. If we go back to the 1 week chart here, we see that was trading around $64. We see this huge spike down, and that's just because AMC said that they were going to be selling 11 million more shares, which I can understand. I mean, if the stock price is that high, you want to take advantage of it as a company. You can help pay down debt, stuff like that. We know AMC as a company has took on a lot of debt, so selling shares, generally speaking, could be a better move for the company. But obviously, because the stock is so sensitive, this obviously led to a little bit of a sell-off, which is completely okay. Like I said, it's completely normal, but I don't think we're done with AMC stock just yet. I do think that we're going to see some green next week, and I do think that we're going to be revisiting the $65, $70 range. As of that, it just kind of depends on news as well. Generally speaking, if it has good news or AMC has good news as a company, this is going to send the stock upward. Obviously, it's very sensitive. It's very volatile. So if AMC drops bad news, then it's going to be going downward. But the biggest question that a lot of people are kind of wondering is, why hasn't AMC stock squeezed yet? For me, I've said this time and time again, I do think that we're going to get a squeeze from AMC stock. I think it is inevitable at this point. I don't think it's something that can actually be avoided. It's been public knowledge for a while now that, a lot of people have been shorting AMC stock. There's reports out there that people did increase their short positions in March, April, and probably now June as well. Seeing AMC at these prices at $67, $65, $50, stuff like that, people are probably starting new positions. And the hedge funds, they do not want to cover their short positions. They learned their lesson from GameStop. A lot of the hedge funds lost billions and billions of dollars. And what better to say the least than to kind of take it from a bigger perspective, that the hedge funds, they're not going to want to lose to the retail traders. They're not going to want to lose to the Reddit traders either. So when we look at it from a bigger perspective, and we look at it from why, AMC hasn't actually squeezed yet, because if this was, before the whole GameStop incident, I can almost bet my life on it that AMC probably would have squeezed already. We probably would have already been through a short squeeze. But hedge funds, they're like, okay, we're not going to cover. We're just going to double down on our short positions. That's exactly what they're doing. Like I said, they take the opportunity to see AMC at a very high price, one they haven't seen in a very long time. I mean, AMC was trading at like almost $70 a share. That's pretty insane to say the least. And these hedge funds are like, okay, I'm not covering my short. I'm just going to double down. I'm going to keep shorting the stock. I'm going to keep adding to my short position. For them, generally speaking, it is the best route for them to take. And it really does kind of put into perspective kind of like what's kind of been going on with AMC stock and why the stock actually hasn't squeezed yet. But to say the least, I don't think it's over for AMC stock just yet. I don't think we've seen the last of this. I do think that we're definitely going to be rallying a lot more throughout the week. And that kind of leads me to kind of an overall price prediction of where I think AMC, like I said, I do think AMC, we could probably shoot back to the $65, $70 range by next week. I do think that it is possible to hit $100. Obviously, because it's very volatile, AMC can jump hundreds of percent in a single day if it actually wanted to. I've said this time and time again that AMC is a very volatile stock. It can go up and down super, super quickly. Like I said, back to the 1 week chart, we see this huge spike up, and then we see this huge spike down, and then the next, even that same day, it was already up again. It jumped, from $39.69 all the way back up to $67. So it's not uncommon for AMC to make these massive jumps. And, you know, that's because a lot of people are kind of FOMOing into it. A lot of retail traders are still buying. A lot of big time investors are probably still buying because they want to ride the wave up. Obviously, that's what a lot of big time investors love to do. But it kind of boils back down to like, okay, so when are the hedge funds going to be, you know, actually covering their shorts, you know? And it's too tough to say. It's going to be very tough to say the least, because we don't generally know when these hedge funds are actually going to want to cover their short positions. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I mean, like I said, the hedge funds with the whole GameStop incident, you know, they learned a lesson the first time. They don't want to cover their short positions. They don't want the same thing to happen to GameStop. So they're just going to keep doubling down until the stock eventually falls back down. Or at least in their opinion, they think the stock is going to go back down to $5, $6. If retail traders continue to hold their positions and they don't actually sell their positions, this could be very beneficial for AMC stock. And I generally do think that, you know, a lot of people out there, they're still holding. A lot of people are diamond handing it. You know, people were holding the shares when it was $5, $6, $7. You know, they have not sold yet. And that's pretty good, because these people who are generally waiting for the squeeze to happen, you know, everyone's in it together. A lot of people are talking about it on YouTube and Twitter, saying how all these apes are standing together and no one really wants to sell. So we haven't seen any massive sell-offs just yet. Yes, we got a little bit of a sell-off on Friday. That's completely normal. It happened last week, and then come Monday morning, AMC was already up again, which wasn't too shocking. Generally speaking, Friday's that day, like, people like to collect a little bit of their profit for the week, maybe go out for the weekend, but, you know, flaunt how much they made or whatever the case. But if we take a look at it from a bigger perspective, a lot of people here are not selling until we get the squeeze out. And that's just basic fact. You know, a lot of people are like, okay, you know, I'm happy with how much money I've made. I bought AMC stock at $8 or $15 or $14 or whatever price. I'm up a hefty amount of money, but the shorts have not covered their short positions yet. So what's the point of actually selling the stock? That would defeat the purpose of why people were holding AMC stock in the first place. Yeah, it's cool to get that profit and to see that profit and stuff like that, but people want the big price tag from AMC stock. You know, me personally, I do think that if we do actually get a squeeze out of AMC, it's going to definitely blow past $1,000. I mean, obviously, you have to take in consideration like halts, stuff like that. But generally speaking, you know, there's a lot of like, you know, short float percentage. You know, we also own the float as well. So, you know, that speaks volumes, especially when it comes to that kind of short squeeze situations. So people are kind of waiting for this big squeeze. People are definitely going to be waiting for this big moment where AMC actually does squeeze, where shorts are actually covering their positions. We have not forced the price high enough just yet. In my personal opinion, I thought we were going to squeeze around $20, $25. You know, I didn't think that we would be all the way up at $67. And the shorts have not covered their short positions yet. It's pretty ballsy in my opinion, because I know that these hedge funds are probably already down millions, if not billions of dollars already. But like I said, because of the whole GameStop incident, they do not want to cover the short position. So it's going to be very interesting, to say the least, how this actually does play out. But with that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. You guys let me know down in the comments section below, guys, what you think of AMC. Do you guys think AMC can hit $100 by next week? If you guys own AMC stock, how many shares do you guys own and what's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.